try to understand what is transcendental intelligence, and where Buddha explained that transcendental intelligence is an intuitive awareness to realize the supreme intelligence, what we call noble wisdom. Okay, so transcendental intelligence is very close to noble wisdom. So Mahamati asked Buddha, blessed one, what is the nature of self-realization by reason of which we shall be able to attain transcendental intelligence, right? So he's asking a very good question. How to realize transcendental intelligence? Then Buddha replies about transcendental intelligence, that this transcendental intelligence rises when the intellectual mind reaches its limit. And if things are to be realized in their true and essence nature, its processes of mentation, which are based on particularized ideas, discriminations, and judgments, must be transcended by an appeal to some higher faculty of cognition, if there be such a higher faculty, right? And Buddha says that is fortune that there is such faculty there in the intuitive mind, which, as we have seen, is the link between the intellectual mind and universal mind, right? Buddha says this intuitive mind helps us in this realization. And he says, while it is not an individualized organ like the intellectual mind, it has that which is much better, means direct dependence upon universal mind. So he's talking about intuitive mind. Buddha says intuitive mind is not based on intellectual mind or based on any particularized ideas, right? Buddha says this is something which depends directly on universal mind. And while intuition does not give information that can be analyzed and discriminated, it gives that which is far superior, and that is self-realization through identification. Please underline this. He says self-realization through identifications.
Identification to what, Guruji?
Yeah, identification with that nirvana, that I am nirvana.
Okay.
I am divine mind. And this is the same thing which is advised by all the Upanishads also. All the Upanishads and all the Upanishads masters. This is Advaita philosophy actually. Aham Brahmasmi. Aham Brahmasmi is I am that absolute. I am Brahm. Brahm means I am divine. But Buddha's explanation about Brahm is different than Upanishads. Actually, Upanishad says the same thing, but there was some blurriness in Upanishad. So Buddha's whole efforts was to clarify that. What is that written in the sutras, Yoga Sutras, or the Upanishads? Because he had realized all the things what is mentioned in the Upanishads, in sutras. He did not rely on others' experiences, but he himself realized those things. That is why he is more believable.
Yeah.
He's more believable because he directly experienced all those things, what is called ultimate state of realization, what is called supreme state of being, what is called divine mind, what is called God, and whatever.
Yes. It was already written, the path was already written, or Buddha writes the path? I don't remember.
Buddha had explained all those things, and he had shared his experiences with his disciples.
Mm-hmm.
And
but
so
it
long
was,
Buddha, yeah.
or was it already written in the Upanishads or not?
Buddha's experiences?
Yeah.
Buddha's experiences are written in his treatises, but he realized what is written in Upanishads.
So it was before there, but Buddha explained it more.
Yeah, because Upanishads are more older than Buddha.
This is
this
was very, my question.
Older. Very older. Upanishads are actually very ancient knowledge of India.
Yeah. Mhm.
And based on the what you call evidences, based on the archaeological evidences, that is considered at least 10,000 years old, at least.
Mhm.
But according to our tradition, we say that this is not only 10,000 years old, but this is more older, very, very older. Rather, this is eternal truth.
Mhm.
This is eternal truth. This is here in our tradition since Shiva came into existence,
Yeah.
since Vishnu came into existence, because these are the super masters. These are the promoters of this knowledge, what you call yoga, what you call enlightenment, what you call samadhi. They are the super masters. And with them, this is popular in India, along with them. Because first time Shiva taught this knowledge to his wife,
But she got asleep.
but unfortunately she slept.
Exactly.
But fortunately, there was a fish who learned all this knowledge.
Exactly.
Fish. And in Shiva tradition and in Vishnu tradition, his first disciple was Brahma. Brahma was the creator, right? Who created the entire cosmos, entire creation. And Brahma, you learn Yog Tattva Upanishad, where Vishnu talks to Brahma about yoga, about, do you remember in Yog Tattva Upanishad? Yeah. And therefore, we believe that this is very ancient, means this is very, very old, maybe millions of years old, not only thousands, millions of years old.
Mhm.
And this truth is not only millions of years of old, but this truth is eternal, means
Mhm.
before creation and after the destruction of the entire creation, this will be eternally. Yeah.
But does this means that Buddha, he knew already that he has to transcend, and did he knew already the way that has to be taken? I think yes.
Of course, everything is there. And in his, tradition that is mentioned that before he became Siddharth, his name was Siddharth.
Yeah.
So before he took human form, he was in the heaven. Heaven is, actually, there are numerous heavens. There is not only one heaven. There are many heavens.
Yes.
And he was residing in one of the heavens. And heaven is actually a sphere. A sphere means a world.
Mhm.
Is a world where you'll find all the good people. There is no suffering. There is no competition. There is no hunger. There is no fear. There is no thirst, right?
Mhm.
And there are such worlds. If you will study the book, The Autobiography of a Yogi, that will give you a glimpse about that.
Yeah.
The Autobiography of a Yogi. But there are many scriptures where there are some mentioning about such worlds. And even in this textbook also, you'll study about the different levels of people. And when you ascend, then you deserve for the higher world
Mhm.
while you are living and after the death also. While you are alive, you will
Yeah.
live in such a world, psychologically, spiritually, that will be that will belong to only enlightened ones or the awakened ones or the yogis.
Mhm.
You know, you can believe the yogi who had just visited my house some days before. If you have you seen that
Yeah.
picture of
Yeah.
yogi?
I saw pictures, yeah.
Yeah. And he lives in the Himalayas.
Mm.
He lives in the Himalayas. And very high in the mountain where there was minus 30 or minus 40 degrees Celsius, he was there.
Wow.
And during the winter, all people come down from the mountain, but he stayed there.
Okay.
And afterwards, when there was winter solstice, then some media people or some people went in search of him, whether he is alive or not.
Okay.
And he was found alive. And that was published in the newspaper also about him.
Oh.
Wow.
And he has mentioned his guru from whom he learned. His guru is Mahavtar Babaji. You know Mahavtar Babaji? A picture which is there in my meditation room at this institute. A small
Mhm.
picture where his hairs are long hairs and clean
Oh, the one
skin.
in the on the right, on the
On the right
entrance, right?
side, the small
Yeah.
picture.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that Babaji is very old
Mm.
Babaji. And he is a super yogi. And he learned directly from him. And he says that in the Himalayas, there are four places where yogis reside. And these yogis are very old yogis. Some yogis are 1,000 years old. Some are 10,000 years old. Some are 50,000 years old yogis there.
Oh.
So there are such places in the Himalayas.
Okay.
And he went in all these places and he met all of them. Can you
Oh,
believe?
wow.
You didn't go there, Guruji?
I went there. I went into that place which is called Badrinath. I decided there, and I just practiced meditation and these things there. I experienced their presences, but I did not meet face to face. But he met face to face
Oh.
these yogis,
Mhm.
right? Why I'm explaining all these things? That these are not just what you call fictions. This is not fiction, but this is reality. That uh, when you enter into the world, yogic world, then you deserve for higher worlds
Mhm.
where there is no suffering, where there is no hunger. Who feels hungry? Your body, right? This body
Right.
feels hungry, right?
Mhm.
But that is possible that if you eat some herbs, you'll not feel hungry for many days. There's
That's
some drink or some food which will not make you feel hungry, and also which will not let you feel weaker also. You will have very good energy.
oh, okay.
Guruji, in our in the understanding also dates, and long time ago where Muhammad was traveling, it was only dates and the camel milk. That's it. He lived on that.
Yeah. So there are some foods and drinks which will supply you robust energy for your body. And if you maintain the health of the body, this body can live longer.
Yeah.
This body can live longer. And through yoga practice, you can make your body very long life. So in this section only, you'll be studying about different types of bodies. When you practice the advanced yoga or advanced meditation, then you will be given transcendental body.
Wow.
Yeah, transcendental body. And that body will help you realize those truth, means the truth of spiritual world.
Mhm.
Because the spiritual world is the world of amazing, unbelievable things are there. People cannot believe in
Yeah.
such things.
I started reading the biography of Yogi,
Mhm.
Yogananda,
Mm.
and I arrived to the point where I think it was his guru, he was, or other guru, he could be in two places the same time, in two bodies, go out
Mhm.
of the body and be somewhere else. And yeah, it's unbelievable. It's wow, it's wonder.
Yeah, there are some things which are unbelievable, but they exist. Okay.
Yeah.
So Buddha says that through intuition mind, through intuitive mind, through intuition, we realize the universal mind or divine mind. And how? Through identification.
Mhm.
Identification. You have to identify, right? First, you have to believe, then identify. Then you will start realizing.
Mhm.
So even Jesus has says that they are rich who have faith.
Yeah.
They are
Mhm.
rich and they deserve my Father's world who have faith, right?
Yeah.
And what is faith? Faith is identification, your belief, your faith that I am divine. This faith. You have to identify. In meditation, you have to identify. You have to proclaim. You have to assert, I am divine. I am divine. I am divine. I am divine. And you will realize this. In the beginning, you may not believe. In the beginning, you may be like a parrot. Of course, because so far you are not realized. So in the beginning, you will have to become like parrot. I am divine. But repeat this. And slowly you will start realizing what you had forgotten. So what is happening now? We have forgotten our real nature and we remember that which is not our realities. That we believe ourselves as body. Like, I am this body, I am this body, right? Everybody has very solid identification with the body. But this is not our reality. So we have hypnotized ourselves as a body. So we have to dehypnotize ourselves. Dehypnotize.
Mhm.
And you know the state of hypnotized one.
Mm.
So we all are hypnotized. Who are ignorant, who are unenlightened, who have not realized the truth are hypnotized one.
Yeah.
And this is not a year-long hypnosis, but this is many lifetimes.
Mm.
In every
Yeah.
life, in every life, we identify with the body. Then we are obsessed with that,
Yeah.
right? So one has to have rebellious mindset
Okay.
to say strongly no to something which doesn't suit your strong guts feeling, right? I appreciate Mahendranath's approach also, his courage also. He did not go with the conventional, conventional flow, conventional pattern. He did not accept which his heart was not believing in, right? And for this, one needs to have courage.
Yeah.
You'll have to fight with the mass, the what you call very popular trends. We'll have to go against the current of the world. And
Oh
for
yeah.
this, we'll have to have courage. Even in India also, there are many people who believe in such things which are not right things, right? Which are just foolishness.
Mhm.
But if you'll say, then people will say, hey, he's atheist, he's a non-believer. Even in India also, even in Hinduism also. If you'll not do certain rituals, they will say, this person is not, believer. This person has
Mhm.
become rebellious, this person has become atheist or like this. And who will say
Yeah.
you? The mass, the conventional, the orthodoxical, what you call the followers. This is what happened with Jesus also. He was crucified
Yes.
because Jews were against him. He was saying this does not meet with my scriptures. So he's someone who will destroy our culture. So let us crucify him. This is what happened.
Definitely.
And he was a daring person. The same thing happened with Muhammad also. He fought with many people, lots of people. Regarding the enlightenment, regarding the realization of divine mind or the ultimate state of life, we'll have to be always in flow. We must not hold ourselves. We should always flow. We should always, say no to past. And we should always be open to embrace the divine, because divine is always new. Divine wants to manifest uniquely through Mahendranath, through Leena, through Harish, through me, through everybody. And we must not impose our path to others. At the same time, we must be very careful that we must not impose our paths, our realizations, our manifestations on others. We should just encourage that this is the path which are common, you should practice, but divine will manifest uniquely through you. Not in the same way like divine has manifested in me or through me. So be open to be new. Don't follow my path, but follow your path. Okay. Always remember, even Buddha is teaching these things, right? But you don't have to follow Buddha's path. His path means you don't have to, copy him. That also I have to sit under the tree, and also I have to fast, and also I have to meditate during the full moon night, and also I have to do this thing and blah, 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 all these things, right? You don't have to copy anyone, because divine wants you to realize in a unique way. Of course, there will be similarity. And what will be similarity will be meditation. And what is meditation? Meditation is just let go of all. Meditation is let go of all. Say goodbye to everyone, everything. Meditation is complete solitude. Meditation is complete, what you call openness, complete freedom. This is meditation. And everybody will have to practice that. Let go. Everybody will have to practice the openness of heart. Everybody has to be completely, a new medium of divine, because divine never repeats. Always remember, divine never repeats. Never. Divine is new in this moment. Whatever divine is manifesting in this moment through me, that divine will not manifest even through me also in the next moment in the same way. That is not a stereotype. Divine is always new, always. And what you call divine is, yes, you can say nature, you can say something which I don't know.
Exactly.
Nobody knows that divine, right? So this is what Buddha says. You will have to identify with that divine. What divine? Which is always new, which is always unique in everybody, in everyone. And we should embrace the multiplicities of that divine, right? And you have to identify ourselves with that divine mind or divine consciousness, which is transcendental. So further, Mahamati asked Buddha, that blessed one, what clear understandings an earnest disciple should have if he is to be successful in the discipline that leads to self-realization? Please explain about the clear understanding so that we who are earnest disciples should be successful in the discipline which will lead to self-realization. Self-realization of what? Self-realization of that ultimate reality, the divine. And then Buddha replies that there are four things. See, mostly Buddha gives numbers also, right? Sometimes he gives numbers. He says two things, three things, four things, five things, right? And you should remember these things, numbers also. That doesn't mean that he promotes discrimination, but he says that you should have a module, right? Module. So he says there are four things by fulfilling of which an earnest disciple may gain self-realization of noble wisdom and become a bodhisattva mahasattva. First, he says, he must have clear understanding that all things are only manifestations of the mind itself. So this is the first thing. Every earnest disciple should have clarity that everything is manifestation of mind. Everything. Even the planet, even the earth, moon, sun. Someone had created that. Someone had created. And nobody knows who created. But everything is a creation of someone's mind, someone's creation. Everything is someone's creation. And in the modern world, every country was shaped by a person, a visionary, right? And that country is named after such people, right? Or like in India, Mahatma Gandhi is believed as father of India. Father of India. So he had a great contribution to shape this country, right? So the philosophy or the ideology, virtually and materially also. Material means this earth was created by someone. The moon was created by someone, or any planet or any star was created by someone. And when you become capable to create a star, you can create that. But not everybody is capable. But like Brahma, whom we worship, Brahma was a creator and he created stars, planets, and all this stuff. So everything is created by someone. Everything is manifestation of someone's mind. So this first clear understanding should be there in earnest disciple. Okay. And he says, second, he must discard the notion of birth, abiding, and disappearance. This is very hard to discard this notion of birth and death. Right? Normally people believe in arising, abiding, and disappearance, passing. So there are three phenomena, right? Birth and appearance and disappearance. Abiding means appearance. So we'll have to discard this notion that we are born and we are living and we'll die. So this notion is very challenging to discard. But he says an earnest disciple will have to discard this notion. Slowly, not at once, but slowly you will realize that, yeah, this is illusion. Birth, life, and death. This is illusion. This may look perplexing, this may look not clear, but slowly you will gain clarity about the second truth also. Okay. And third, Buddha says third, he must clearly understand the egolessness of both things and persons. Means everything is egoless and everyone is egoless. There is no place for ego. So first he says that there are four things by the fulfilling of which an earnest disciple may gain self-realization of noble wisdom and become bodhisattva mahasattva. And first, that he must have clear understanding that all things are only manifestations of the mind itself. Second, he must discard the notion of birth, abiding, and disappearance. Third, he must clearly understand the egolessness of both things and persons. That every person is egoless.